Well, the family in Kent is desperate for answers tonight after a driver hit a man on a motorcycle and kept on going.
Now, police are hoping to track down that driver as the victim adjusts to a completely new life. Q13's Olivia LaVoice has his story tonight.
Life for Herman Webster and his partner Marcy was finally what they dreamed of.
It was something we both really wanted, and we got her.
Marcy says after trying for a while, the two had their first baby.
She's total daddy's girl.
Almost 3 months to the day their daughter Morgan was born, Herman went out for a ride on his motorcycle with his best friend. It was around 1 a.m. Wednesday morning. The two were riding up to the intersection in front of Mill Creek Middle School.
At the bottom of our hill, we got a green light to go up through the intersection, and the lady tried to make the light in front of us.
Aaron says the driver, a woman he thinks had light-colored hair, was driving a dark-colored car and ran a red light. He says she cut across 4 lanes of traffic, slamming into Herman.
She stopped for about 2 seconds, long enough for me to tell her to call the police, and then she took off.
Like, all my worst fears came true.
Marcy says initially doctors weren't sure if he'd survive. When Herman pulled through, it felt like a miracle, but there was still devastating news to come.
He is paralyzed from about here down with no sensation or no muscle control. Most likely will never walk again. He's very positive about it right now. Of course, sad, but he is hard-headed and swears he's going to walk again.
Marcy says Herman is determined to recover so he can leave the hospital and see his daughter, who can't come due to COVID restrictions. That's keeping him fighting, but she knows it could be a while.
It still doesn't feel real. I keep waiting to wake up. Nothing anyone can say or do right now can make it go away or make it better. The one thing I'm holding on to is that our daughter's young enough that this is just going to be her normal, but her life is going to be very different because of this.
Marcy says the tragedy is compounded knowing the driver sped off, not caring if he lived or died.
I don't know what she was going through that night, but I know that now our lives are forever changed.
Olivia LaVoice, Q13 News.
And if you know anything about this hit and run, you can submit an anonymous tip through Crime Stoppers and even be eligible for a cash reward. The number is there on your screen. You can also find the information on our website.